Okay, recording is go. So we are DRB roundtable commentating ntillerman Zane versus mallorean thug DeGrey in the Swiss tournament that is being hosted on February 21st, today. I did not enter because I was at work.
Join the club.
I didn't enter because I wanted to watch Spooky today.
So Ntiller Blake's
Wake
blocks Wake Up K. Relatively small hand sizes right now.
Well, ntillerman's been playing aggressively with throws. It's going to have an effect on hand size.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that's what you have to do against DeGrey, and DeGrey has to be willing to not get thrown. Point-to, counterpoint-to.
That's also a pretty good card for not getting thrown.
Yep, definitely.
What do you think about ntillerman going down to such low hand size in this matchup? No, that PCB was just to keep him off of them.
Can be okay. You generally don't want to have a huge hand. I like to ideally sit around 8 or 9 cards as Zane in this matchup. But of course that depends on exactly what options are currently sitting in my hand. If I don't have most of the options I want available to me, then chances are I would like to have more cards. But ntillerman's staying dedicated to the throw game plan right now.
I was about to say, ntillerman's looking like if throw then throw.
We'll see if he has a Jade attack on this, or if it's just Q. Yep, okay.
Bold choice, Cotton.
Hashtag set play.
By set play, you mean always mash 9J?
Yes. That's exactly what I mean. That's... Okay, so
That is
name
the
attacks.
set play.
We'll see if ntillerman goes for a throw here, or if he decides to just mash through the attack, or if he just blocks and gets Wake Up Scoop. Blocks and gets Wake Up Scoop. Okay, so that's definitely a big momentum turn for Malthug there, having...
Well, look at the size of Zane's hand. He
I was
probably
gonna
doesn't
say-
have anything.
I was gonna say, he's been mashing throw, so it wouldn't surprise me if he didn't have one to challenge there.
He just showed an 8 throw, so odds very good that he would have to have thrown with a 10.
I would say or a 9 Kappa, but there's several 9s in his discard already, so... Okay, so Troublesome Rhetoric attacks again, so Malthug going for a mix-up. Yep.
Oh, unblockable, boys.
I don't think Malthug has anything off of this. Yeah, that's what I was going to say there. I don't know if I would call that the best Troublesome Rhetoric turn, but he did stave off another Zane throw, I suppose.
Yep. He's keyed pretty
Does
well.
ntillerman reach for the 10 here?
No,
No,
I
it's
think...
finally started blocking.
I don't think ValueBot is willing to go for the 10 throw. Unless he's super confident. Otherwise he will probably just, you know, block to get more options. And he blocked with the 2 there, which means we can reasonably say he... Oh.
Crash bomb.
We can reasonably say he probably doesn't have a 6 or an 8. Because he's been throwing with 8s.
Didn't he play with a 6 earlier? Did it hit the discard?
A 6 hit the
No,
discard
yeah,
off
got
of,
thrown.
Yeah, got thrown. Okay, so just straight up
Oh,
blam,
Marjorie.
no follow-up.
Ace dodge again to dodge the 2 reversal.
Yeah, probably.
Reversal, quote unquote.
Oh, or not.
Oh,
That also works. ntillerman did indeed go for the 10 throw. I guess he wasn't too afraid of Wake Up throwing, since Malthug has shown to not have a lot of punish off of that, since he only followed with the Q out of the ace dodge.
also, he knows that Malthug knows that he has a 2.
Yeah. So 5 cards apiece, and Malthug with 2 confirmed aces in his hand.
That's death off a hit.
Yeah, definitely. This is dead off any hit.
Match
Except
2
dodge,
is
I
ntillerman here.
guess.
You match 2 is ntillerman here.
No, absolutely not. Well, you kind of have to be willing to attack, because Malthug's only shown one PCP, but the fact that he hasn't played it yet tells me he probably doesn't have it.
42 life, I mean, I guess, pretty willing to sit back.
Yeah, there's the actual throw.
Yeah.
We'll see what ntillerman has off of this, because he'll get normal draw and shenanigans.
Ooh.
Not too much, apparently.
So
maybe a J on the end, maybe a 9.
Unless he's
Probably
dumping
a
his
7 or
hand,
something.
this will probably just be 2-throw J, or just 2-throw Q. 2-throw J.
Yep. Bursted.
So that's problematic for Ntiller, since he only has 5 cards in his hand right now. Well, 6, I suppose, after draw.
And we haven't seen K at all.
We saw 1K. His K got dodged.
Wrong
Ace
K.
dodged.
Wrong. Oh, I'm sorry about.
Malthug's K? Oh yeah, Malthug had a blocked K earlier.
Yeah.
Yep. Blocked with the 6.
So 1 from each, so it could be reasonable to see 1 from either side. I expect DeGrey to just block out here, though, honestly.
Blocker K1.
So you can, if we take a look at Ntiller's discard, we've seen only 1 6, so I think an even is reasonably likely.
How many 7s have we seen?
The 7, I would
1 7.
Yeah, 1 7.
I don't see
Zane's
too many Zanes.
Oh,
attacks,
only two 9s? I would not reach for a 7 in all likelihood. I thought he had played 3 already, and with 3 9s gone, I might reach for the 7 because I feel my opponent's looking for the even cross-up.
Yeah. Alternatively, he might just K. But he blocks Sod on the 3rd 9.
I guess Ntillerman really needed the damage, and mallorean thug with that.
So that's 3
So now we have
aces.
Ace Dodge.
No, it truly is death off of any combat option that isn't blocked.
Yeah, and he may have drawn a PCP by now, especially with that successful block.
So you just take a shot here in the dark with Zane?
If I'm Zane here, yeah.
Crash Ball.
I was gonna say, you really need to take a risk.
That'll do it, though.
Yep.
Yeah, if I had a 6 of that, oh.
Probably has another one in his hand.
I was gonna say, if he has another Q, then he still has lethal if that gives him something QAA.
Like 7 QAAs at lethal, 14 plus
I
19,
think 6
yeah.
upwards, I think, is lethal.
Yep.
Oh! Or just Anarchy.
Or just Anarchy!
Huh.
Super moves!
Well, I mean, sometimes that happens.
I guess he was really just shooting to blow up the K.
I wonder if Malthug had a burst, and that's why he went for that throw.
It's likely.
Okay,
Immediate
there's the
switch
switch.
to Grey.
I think he did this against Southpaw as well, because I walked in on round 1 against Southpaw Zane with Malthug down 1 game.
I don't
And
know why
playing-
Ntiller thinks that switch is odd. Like, Grave wins this matchup. The only reason you could call this switch odd is if he is not accounting for the fact that Ntillerman will probably immediately switch to Arg.
Well, you also have to take into... Well, he did dismantle Jenga Jam's arc. I don't think he lost to combat earlier. But,
Yeah, but that's kind of an anomaly.
But, no, that matchup is bad. But what I was going to say is, you have to realize Ntillerman, I know, really likes DeGrey. He's recently backed off of it a little bit because of, I would assume because he's been playing him. Maybe he hasn't. I haven't actually seen him back off. I just haven't seen him comment so vehemently about how strong DeGrey is. But we'll see how this goes.
So,
Throw
throw
6J.
6J. If he's not wondering why he CP'd, then why is he saying why Grave? Malthug is a Grave player as well as DeGrey. Like, this is not out of the ordinary.
Nothing is strange about this. And there he goes. The more I think about it, more I'm wrong.
Does he have the J? J would be very important. Oh, okay, so that's revealing. Not even tacking a Q onto that, so... He might have a Q, but that definitely tells us he doesn't have a J.
Or, I mean, it could tell us that he fears Q on Wake Up and stuff.
No, you
so.
still knock Grave down every single time, regardless of... Like... It would just be incorrect play to not knock him down if you had a J. Because you need to get those cues out of Graves' hand and make him actually use them, otherwise he has them as neutral buttons.
Well, I mean, I think it could work either way. Because, I mean, like, as Zane...
Did he pass on shenanigans or something?
No,
he
the
did
shenanigans
an
brought him the
incomplete
6.
combo. Just throw 6.
Ah,
Yeah. The shenanigans gave him the 6 that
he almost certainly just didn't have anything.
That's what I think. Like, the early game is where Zane is, like, in the best position against Grave. So if you're not working the early game, then you're gonna struggle. Oh!
Oof. Oof.
Oof. We might just see throw here if his hand's as bad as his initial combo expected. Yep. Okay, so
what in the world is in it?
Ntillerman is in a shit hand right now, which means if I'm Malthug and I have a jack, you just start throwing Hadokens. Like...
Well, I mean,
he immediately dodged after that.
You've seen Ntillerman and his hesitancy to attack last game. I would not be surprised to see if he had another 2 back there, which would be the undercut to the fireball. But I also would not be surprised to see Ntillerman hold that 2 until he saw the J.
That's also possible. Yeah, I could see that.
Like, Ntillerman wants to throw you. That's what he wants to start it to be. And are you really going to attack a 2 on any throw combo? 2-3, that kind of card?
No, certainly not.
I mean, we also immediately saw him 3 dodge.
There it is.
2.
That's not cool.
KTO 7 reveal. Ntiller has played 2 7s already and 1 5, so it's possible a throw reveal here could actually win.
I've seen Malthug ignore his KTO a lot in the because he's played a lot of Grave in this set. Well, there he goes. You can draw a card from that.
I think he may have been influenced by Mad King recently doing that setup quite a lot. Reveal 7.
You don't want to see both those there.
Okay, so he still doesn't have a J, but he's got a 9 for some damage at least. So this is not a bad position for Zane. He just needs some cards. He's up 41 life.
I kind of feel like Zane can do... Yeah, I feel like Zane can probably control Grave relatively decently, both taking knockdown and standing. So, I don't know.
Until Grave gets cards. When Grave gets the right tools, has his I saw this play out earlier. When Grave has his aces and has his Qs, it becomes a lot more difficult for Zane to cage him.
It's especially important if Zane tries to go super ham and burns his hand out too low early. Because if Grave takes a look at Zane's hand with Martial Mastery, he can then
Here comes the attacks from Mal in order to save off the fact that Ntillerman has played such a throw-heavy Zane.
He's also probably fishing for Grave straights.
Double blocks. He might be fishing for silent teapots. I saw that earlier today. He has a gigantic hand.
Yes, Dad?
Oh, there's Tatsu.
Yeah, sure. So we got KK single ace, hella efficient.
The other thing that I'm seeing in Tillerman's
Is that me lagging, Drew, or is it Jew, or what? Hello?
the thing is
I'm back.
Grave really kind of
Welcome back.
Yeah, that would be my microwave. The destroyer of internet.
Hey, LMAO. Calling Drew back in. Okay, so...
in this that K plus AA combo did a lot for him. And now he's threatening death. Not death, but AAA.
Well, and Tillerman is also threatening quad aces. He's powered up for
missed
2.
that power up?
he powered up 2 for 2 of them, and he did some blocking. So I would say he has at least 3, possibly 4. And oh wow!
Yep, and this was basically exactly what I was talking about before. I guess I got disconnected or whatever. But Zane didn't actually have to do anything until he had the absolute best tool in the matchup. Mallorean Thug can't afford to just dodge at him because he lost such a life lead. This is why characters with good throw games can kind of just sit back and block against Grave. Because Grave's not just going to eat attacks to the face. You can just sit there, and that's why Mallorean Thug went back to DeGrey.
Yeah,
this is why, again, I've said that Zane is strong, because he can. I don't think that a lot of Zanes, well, they're more willing to do it now. Zane can just sit there.
I agree with ntillerman's comment. Mallorean Thug, from my experience, likes the Zane Grave matchup more. And he probably would still like the Zane Grave matchup more after losing it. But this means that he doesn't immediately have to play our Grave.
Yeah, if he stayed in Grave, then he'd be in for... yeah, this is probably what ntillerman's going to comment on now. Why you switching to Grave was because I have Arg, is what I expect to see next.
What should be... Yeah. That's exactly what he's saying.
Yep.
His advantage over Zane is smaller than his susceptibility to being CP'd. But with a lead, or with another game to switch back if need be...
I don't think it was a bad choice
up.
to try to switch to Grave.
Especially with the success he's been seeing today.
I feel like the opening 10 throw was a bit of a strange play.
I agree.
Yeah, I don't know what he thinks that that's going to be in that.
QAA, do we have it? I'd love to see that ace hit the discard because I want to see more games.
Q6J, thinking.
What?
2J? What in the what world are we living in? No, he must not have any throws he's willing to part with.
I was gonna say the only reason you don't stick a throw in there is if you don't have one you're willing to part with, which means they must be 5s if anything.
7s are also valuable in this matchup.
I would 7 throw even in this situation.
If you didn't have another throw?
Probably still, yeah.
You don't want to give away that information is the one thing I would say. From a pure valuation standpoint, I would keep my throw.
Four block means probably no 6 or 8, which goes along with further or previous information.
I know ntillerman values 4 less than you do.
Maybe so.
I would not be surprised if there was no 8 though. But now he probably has a throw.
Probably. Because he's blocked an attack and we've had 2 draws on top of that.
And he's also Zane. Oof.
Hey.
But he went for the dodge.
Dodge is not the worst play against DeGrey. Because DeGrey often wants to play, I don't want to get thrown. Which isn't always PCP, because it can't always be PCP.
Personally, I think it's better if it was always PCP. I think DeGrey should have that.
No.
Constant access
No,
to PCP.
get
Can all of his throws be
out.
PCP?
Get out. So, Ntiller playing cross-up defense there gives DeGrey some cards. It not being an ace dodge on Malthug's part is somewhat revealing. I think he probably could power up
Mal
for one if he
likes
needed
to
it.
block. He also does not like to go down to super low cards.
That's true.
So he very well could have just not had a solid punish off of it.
That's
it would have been
also
something
true.
like 6K or something would have been his strongest punish, or throw K, and you don't want to burn that.
Yeah.
So you block to get a better follow-up.
Alright, I'll be right back. I have food ready. Continue
That
to
normal
commentate.
dodge almost certainly means the presence of a power bunker. That or AA. Probably power bunker. Playing out of hand with the 9J always. Throw 9J OTP. Mal's in a bad spot, but he can easily turn this around. It's 67 health on ntillerman, 1 ace dodge combo that has a pile bunker in it, and 2 final arbiters are perfectly reasonable. There's a K. You can kill this man in 2 combos now. A lot of K. I think that's the second one. Yeah, it's all 2. Ace dodge is in the building, confirmed. And now we're threatening quad ace again. This might be a PCP play made to soften the fact that he's about to get hit with anarchy. Nope, he was trying to catch the anarchy. Good mills though. No follow-up. Anarchy is confirmed. There's no way he doesn't follow with 19 there, I feel.
I return. What's the word?
Staring down the barrel of anarchy.
Once
Just
again.
lost his known ace. He powered up 3 5s for it.
I see.
Those 2 Ks in the discard were shenanigans mill off of a throw. Ooh, brave throw.
So tied in life. Malthug really wishing he had 2 more life than he has.
He played
Really wishing.
He played a troublesome rhetoric into dodge last time. So I'm pretty sure he was fishing for the anarchy. If he can find the anarchy, he's basically won the game.
Yep.
I mean, on this turn I'm talking about.
Yeah, because that would put ntillerman at abysmally small hand.
Well, assuming that he doesn't find the anarchy with his face.
Oh, yeah. I figured that went without saying.
There we go. That 9 throw mean he probably... Well, no, it probably means he thought he was going to ace dodge again like he did last time. Joker could very well be real. Yep, there it is. Not giving him the cards is big there.
Yep, because it means if he has anarchy, he has anarchy in 2 other cards.
And shenanigans to fuel those 2 other cards, though.
Still means his combat reveal options are limited.
True.
There
it is. He found it.
Now, Malthug should basically just win this game at this point.
Probably. Unless something silly happens, like Zane managed to successfully block, find 3 of a kind, and land a gold burst. Then we can play super moves.
I don't think we'll see him fish for Anarchy Mark II. The more likely thing to actually happen. Oh.
Hey.
Well.
What was that? What was that?
I stand corrected.
The gold burst there was a defensive move. He doesn't even have the possibility to power up for Anarchy right now.
Certainly not, but...
He might fish for Anarchy Mark II in the end, but as of right now, that gold burst was played in order to stay alive.
Yep.
That K was actually played to beat whatever he played to stop him from, Ooh,
nice
good
play.
7. He was hoping he's got a pair of aces back there. Doubt it, though. Probably normal J. Just knockdown. Well, you've already played 2 3s, I think. You dodged with a 3, I think, and I saw a 3 cross up earlier, maybe. Yeah, 2 3s. 3 3s are gone.
So, dissuading wake up slipstream here.
Gonna try and swing a 5 at it, maybe? Or
I
maybe
would say
just
that's a
block
reasonable
wake up
play.
slipstream.
Okay, so he can confirm through the damage easily.
Through the 12.
Here.
That is a really, really strong setup. You're right. There goes a 7.
Oh. So he didn't even get through the damage. Malthug going a net positive 9 on life.
How many 7s have we seen? 1, 2,
You're talking
Two
DeGrey sevens, I assume?
No. 2 7s and I think all the 5s. All but one of the 5s, I think. But I mean, 7's going to beat DeGrey 7's going to beat all of them anyway.
Troublesome Rhetoric again here. Zane's up to a reasonably large hand that has 2 aces, so... I mean, he doesn't have Anarchy, of course, because they're in the discard.
He can confirm through that setup.
Ooh, Malthug going for the greedy setup there.
I mean, it's a smart setup. At this point, you know that ntillerman does not want to get hit.
Yeah.
Getting hit could spell the end for ntillerman. Oof. Is this the 3rd or 4th crash bomb? Yeah, it's gonna have to be the 4th crash bomb if it's a crash bomb. J. How many of those we've seen? 1J, 2J, black J, red J. All right, we got one more J left in the game, one more K left in the game, and then Zane can't knock you down anymore.
Okay, so there's the 3rd ace.
It appears we're looking at Anarchy Mark 2.
He's Malthug is at 49 life again. What a bad feeling. I just blocked
all
here.
All 4 of the 8s are gone. There's 1 5 left and 2 7s left, or no, 1 7 left. So he has only 2 throws in his deck left that are faster than DeGrey's 8 throw. How many 9s are gone now? 1 9, 2 9s, 3 9s. So there's 1 9 throw left in the deck, 1 7 throw and 1 5 throw left in the deck. No 10 throws left in the deck, no 8 throws left in the deck. So he has a grand total of 3 throws left in the entire deck.
Zane does?
Zane has only 3 throws left.
Wow.
If he gets some unfortunate shenanigans, Mills, he might not be able to do enough damage to get Malthug down. Yep.
That's it. That's game.
Pack him up. He probably doesn't have a throw in his hand right now. Yeah, off of 3 throws with 1 J, he has, and one of the throws is a 9. He has to deal enough damage to get Malthug under 8. And Malthug, I think, still has a Joker somewhere. If he still has that Joker, he probably just wins off of it. Yeah,
I was gonna say, if you're Malthug, you just mash that ace dodge. Okay, so Malthug navigated 2 anarchies. Uh-oh!
Woo!
The rare time when you see Crash Bomb actually outspeed something.
The good morning pile bunker.
Jew, I don't know if you're aware, but your mic is muted. If you're just being quiet.
7 attack. Does that mean that he doesn't have a 9?
Yes.
I thought I was the only man in the world that didn't attack with 9 when I had a 9 in hand.
I don't think you should ever attack with 7 if you don't have a 9. Or if you have a 9, rather.
I really like confirming in the 9.
It's 2 damage. The throw is more valuable.
Oh, the 7th. Yeah. If I need the 7th throw, you're right. I generally go off of 3 if I need an odd. What the hell is T1?
Turn 1.
Ah. I thoroughly disagree with what ntillerman's currently selling because A, it doesn't always have follow-up on turn 1. And if it does, you don't always want to go to 4 cards.
Ntiller going for the 2 cross up there.
He must have, like, shit normals in hand.
Definitely doesn't have a 6.
Well, we saw the 7 come out, we saw the 2 come out.
He's probably throw clogged. I would be attacking his Malthug here.
Well, he likes to block. Ntillerman likes to block when he doesn't like his hand.
That's true.
So I might go throw with him and see what happens. If I get thrown, I get thrown. I have a little bit of life. I can make a mistake or two. But if you can keep Ntillerman in his hand, you're golden. You just have to correctly navigate whether he's throwing or blocking. I think that's the mix-up here.
Pretty much.
Maybe something rogue like Crash Bomb comes out, but hey.
Well, he's already gone through 2 kings, so would say reasonably safe to assume there won't be a 3rd, but you know.
Sometimes this character is so zany.
Yeah, there's the bot.
Versus the Ace Dodge. I don't really like the Ace Dodge that much as Mal.
Throw some rhetoric.
That's a powerful setup against that hand. Or what we assume that hand is.
I was gonna say, if you're Malthug, I think you play the actual factual PCP, because his hand structure has given indication that he probably has a good number of throws.
What's his answer to 3 right now? Probably his own 3?
Well, I would imagine, yeah. Either that, yeah, almost certainly.
That's if he chooses to try and block the cross-up 3.
That is, yeah. Oh, there's the 3rd
the
king.
3rd Crash Bomb.
Okay, so 3 kings in the top 14 cards. Hashtag just saying things. Raiders and Destroyers. I'd say that was a questionable C&D.
It hit alright though.
It did hit alright, but I think it was questionable to C&D there.
It could be bad. He could have given him a king there. He's almost certainly given him a J. I'd like to see those 6s stay, but that's probably the only pair he had, and he wanted to shovel that deck. Like, I would like to see those 6s stay for throw 6J as an option. But I guess you're not going to get many throws against Ntillerman here. You also probably gained a 7. No, there was a 7 in the hand, my bad.
Ooh.
What in the world does Ntillerman's hand look like?
Hey, Joker Mill. Shuffles the deck, you dink.
It's a good insult.
What, you dink?
Yeah.
Hey, look at that, we're right. The only thing powering up those 6s really did is make him slightly more susceptible to even cross-up.
DeGrey as a character is pretty susceptible to odd cross-up. He's got 9s and 5s.
Are those his only 2? Yeah, they are. Huh.
But even cross-ups, he's got 6s, 8s, and 10s.
See, if I have to play Ntiller and Attorney or something, I'm going to give him the absolute silent treatment the entire time.
I'll probably talk to him like I'm Redless. I love Redless.
You know, Ntiller, someday we both will
be
die.
dead. Yeah, you know, Ntillerman. One day we will both be dead.
Regardless of the Nash equilibrium.
Wow. I'm pretty sure the Nash equilibrium accounts for that.
Oh my goodness.
I have no idea what's in Tillerman's hand.
Things that aren't cross-ups?
Probably an ace. Probably an ace.
Yeah, I would say yeah. That's fairly likely. Throw AA if you have it here. Oh, no, throw QJ. Throw QQ.
What are we looking at?
Okay, so he definitely doesn't have an ace in his hand, because if he does, that was objectively wrong.
Unless he's setting up the slipstream phase for this turn.
That would be pretty hype, actually. Is he actually the genius? Let's find out on the next turn of Yomi. Also, Malthug's down 50 life. This is kind of a problem.
Yeah, he's just constantly been losing combats, dude.
It's because Ntiller's been just like balls off the wall with the throws on knockdown right now. And Malthug has not been challenging either because he doesn't have Ks or is scared. One or the other. Nice throw!
Found the big throw.
Like, you basically need to play a perfect game as Malthug right now. Because he can
He's
afford
not
to
getting damage either.
He can afford to eat the last crash bomb if it occurs. But he really doesn't want to. Okay, good
That's
setup.
a useful setup. That'll save him from even wake up slipstream.
This is true.
But maybe not from wake up 2 or 3.
The fourth king!
Wow.
Okay, so he does end up slightly higher on life, but he is now knocked down with 13 life against Zane, which is problematic. K 10 times out of 10 if you have it here.
Oh my god. That's 2 3s and 2 2s, which are the super scary options on a Troublesome Rhetoric knockdown turn. Because those are the ones that can kill you still.
Yeah.
He's in.
Duff. Lil Dufferton Jr. here to play. 2J. Dreams.exe is installing.
How long until Zane draws the second ace? Actually, he probably doesn't have the first ace.
There's no crash bombs left in the deck, so that's a worry he doesn't have.
There was the ace dodge. He was looking for that. He was looking at that 6th attack and thought maybe I'll get something here.
Two jacks gone. So jack is still an option out of dodge, which would be very dangerous. But nice, 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 nice. I think you play into this. There's one joker in discard already.
Depends on what you've got. You have a jack, sure. The raw AA? No, it won't kill because he doesn't
I
have
was going to say no
MHG.
MHG. So Malthug has gone into I don't want to die mode and has won every combat for the last 5 or 6 turns. Well, one or gone neutral.
KAA.
Huh?
Spirit Justice into Final Arbiter.
That's not a thing.
2 turns, bro.
Oh, okay.
No, dude, if he could FADC into Final Arbiter, I'd be about that life.
That'd be a little silly.
EX Grave can do it.
Yeah, and it's a little silly there.
Maybe Final Arbiter first while you're standing. I like Final Arbiter in this matchup because it cuts into Zane's neutral options pretty hard.
To everything except that slipstream phase, which ntillerman could have.
That would be a very, very sad thing.
Yo!
Holy moly!
Yo! Ooh, he had the Joker. So he's still at 8 life, but he's not knocked down, which is the super important thing here.
We've got at least one ace in the building.
If he had left it on the pile bunker, then he would have been knocked down and had to deal with K. If Malthug has K. He may not.
What do you do as Ntillerman here?
I have no idea. This is a coin toss, basically. I don't know his hand.
Yes, Slipstream. What a good card Slipstream phase was right there, though.
Yeah, I think Slipstream was a very reasonable play there. That beat the safety PCP. That beat on tack. Every attack except K. Though I guess it would have been double down if he had AA'd.
Lee Cow.
Game 5! Pew, 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 pew.
If was Anarchy would have been better, IMO. Beater IMO. I am really glad this went to Game 5.
Yeah, I didn't want to see Malthug go down 3-0. That would have been depressing. Anarchy should be Dodge's IMO. Don't make me dream, Drew. Also, throw 2? Throw 2.
It was a shenanigans mill.
So no jacks. And Tillerman trying to throw his way to a better hand. Not necessarily the best idea. Because you're basically just relying on your shenanigans mills and your turn draw. Your hand quality doesn't really improve by throwing. I mean,
Well,
you can win
he's
combat.
trying to throw DeGrey from finding a better hand. He wants to win combat. He wants to get that damage lead he had before. That's the second K again. Tillerman is right in that a lot of DeGrey players do not value cards. I believe that is a misplay. DeGrey doesn't get anything from winning combats off with no follow-ups. DeGrey is all about managing to land those high damage payoff combats.
To be fair, knocking down Zane is very important in this matchup. There's the cross-up defense 2. He gets normal draw, and Shenanigans pulls a 7, so we might see 2Q7 something. 2Q6-7 possibly.
That's the second 2, by the way.
2 throw Q.
Misplay.
Why?
Because he revealed 10 and 7. Q7 does more damage.
He used the 10.
That's what I'm saying. If he had used the 7 instead. 2Q7 does more damage than 210Q.
Yeah, you are correct. I was thinking if there was something you could possibly justify that with, but there isn't.
Well, you could justify it if the 4 came afterward, but the 4 didn't come.
Yeah.
And the 4 would also have been a bad play, I think.
Yeah, I would agree.
But it's 1 damage. Probably won't come to bite him in the ass.
Probably not. Oh.
I saw 1 damage coming back to bite CKR in the ass when he played against Guybrush in the tournament last weekend. He lost because Gloria made it to 1 life and then made it all the way back up.
So confirms into K off the 2 there. So no
Probably
jacks.
another K in hand.
No jacks in Malthug's hand for sure.
Probably another K in hand. That's probably a.
Yo, LK 404 or 3-2 Deluxe.
OK's good, dude.
Yeah, I know.
And Glux is also playing Geiger, last I heard. If he stuck it out in that matchup, I would not be surprised if he lost.
PCP!
You don't get air horns for PCP.
Yeah, you do.
I think that power up was so that Final Arbiter could be the follow up. Yep. Oh, he's playing it anyway.
Yeah, I think that was probably questionable to play into there. But Malthug still has a solid life lead. It's just ntillerman now has cards, among other things.
And you don't have that 20 damage to drop later.
Yeah.
That 20 is half of his life bar almost.
Uh-oh.
And now ntillerman has cards, so this is scary. There's the 9J! Probably...
I was gonna say, he didn't have J before, but he might now. We'll find out on this episode of Dragon Ball Z. Yup.
Yep, 9J. 9J OTP.
They are the one true pair for Zane.
I was about to say, you don't play 4 there. You stopped for a second, and I was like, what? Well, we saw a K combo ender earlier. Does that mean he has another K that he was saving back in his hand for this scenario?
I think it's reasonably likely. Now the question is does he actually play it? Because there's no troublesome rhetoric that came out here to dissuade attacking. So I probably would K here if I'm Malthug.
The 11 damage K?
I mean,
Would be nice.
One damage is one damage.
Yeah, it would be nice. I mean, yeah, ntillerman, 1 damage is 1 damage.
Yeah, so he does block the K. I don't
Interesting that he chose block with 7 cards in hand.
Yeah, there are times when I block when I could dodge.
Ah.
And it's because I don't have anything else meaningful. Like, if he does not have another J in hand, which is probably...
There go the other 2 2s, by the way.
Yeah, is that all of his 2s?
Yep.
Okay, that's important. DeGrey doesn't win 3 versus 3, but that's
DeGrey
still
doesn't
important.
win if he gets hit with maximum anarchy either.
Also that.
He has to double stack troublesome rhetorics in order to get away with running an attack and anarchy.
Yeah. Ooh. Respects the anarchy potential. However, this is probably going to leave him at very low life.
What do you think about throw AA here? Brings him down to where an AA combo kills him? I think this brings him down to where an AA combo kills him.
I was going to say, it depends entirely on if you have the jack. If you don't have the jack, then I think the throw AA decision is more reasonable. But if you have the jack 10 times out of 10.
Yeah, you're right. This is a very shitty situation for DeGrey.
Yeah. This does not really help you.
No, that helps him a lot. It'll save him from a lot of not 9 cross up.
Yeah, if he gets hit by an actual factual cross up, he dies unless he has a Joker. Oh boy!
My God, Mal.
The genius, no face down, just lets it happen.
Wow, we got a game again.
33 DeGramage.
Nowhere.
Suddenly DeGrey. So Malthug has 4 cards. What are the chances one is PCP, and what are the chances ntillerman immediately plays Anarchy?
I don't want to bet on that, dude.
Though he might play Slipstream here since there's been 2Ks come out already.
I think he's too set on Anarchy.
Womp womp.
Game without a Joker.
Yeah, probably.
Definitely, there's a Slipstream in it.
No, I mean, like, I thought you meant as in this was a game where Mal did not draw a Joker.
Oh, yeah, probably.
I
don't know, that Q came out, so maybe.
Womp womp.
GG's.
Womp
GG's. Zane boys.
Zane boys. Well played by ntillerman.
Now there's a 4-way tie.
A good run back on Malthug's part, but
I think
wasn't
now
meant to
in
be.
the Swiss, the highest rated players are El